When it comes to leveling your camper once you get it in place, different manufacturers offer different options for leveling your camper, such as this electric stabilizer or even these manual scissor jacks found on this brand new 22 Catalina. But today, this Keystone Cougar half-ton edition is going to be offering a 4-point fully automatic leveling system. So just by pressing of one button, this coach will in fact level itself, making setup and tear down that much easier. Here inside model 30 BHS, where the camper is going to have a total length of 34 feet, 5 inches long, and you've got right at 16 feet of walking space found in your main common area. And what makes this floor plan extremely unique is how they pretty much have removed the entire back wall, separating everything now with that retractable curtain. But by adding that back dinette back there, gives you a little bit larger living room, or so it appears that way. 16 foot of a living area for a travel trailer of this size is really nice, especially when you only have one slide out found in your main living area. We're going to start on the front though and go over the bedroom area and make our way closer towards the back. King size bed found in the front, and this coach is going to be outfitted with 2 Coleman Mach air conditioners, by the way, and they're both going to be racetrack together. Only one thermostat to control both of them, which will be located up by the front door. All the controls for the Keystone Cougar are all going to be found on one digital display. This camper is going to have 2 different doors, which is quite unique. It's nice to know that there is a second way out of your coach in the event that you maybe have to utilize that. Not saying that everyone will. You never know. In the event of emergency, it is nice to have. Automotive grade windshield in the front, but if you don't want the natural light, you can close that black roller shade. And notice that yellow sticker. Found on all Keystone products this year is the new Solar Flex 200, which is a 200 watt solar panel found on the roof, which sends over a charge to the monitoring station, keeping that charge in the battery. Or you can also have power possibly to 5 outlets on board of this one, but possibly up to 7, just depending on which Keystone product you go with this year. So what you'd have to do, of course, is in fact install an inverter in the inverter loop. But if you're looking for more boondocking, the Keystone products have really stepped up their game this year. 84 inches of ceiling height found in the bathroom, and you do have a 2-piece full-size shower just about. Ceiling height all the way to the start of that skylight, right at 6'3", almost at 7'3". 3-piece glass style door, and you do have close to about a 5, maybe 8-inch step up to get on there. And one thing I'm hoping that maybe people notice this change, I think should happen. You've got a toilet that's pretty much parallel with the shower, but if you're a taller individual, you still have room. But I'd like to show you what I think makes more sense. So I'm 6'2", and you notice I have a little bit of leg room. But if Keystone was to maybe rotate that toilet to the left 90 degrees, you're certainly going to get a lot more leg room when you find yourself inside of the bathroom. You do have some additional counter space, which is rather nice, plus a GFI outlet over here for in the bathroom. Additional storage found above with a mirror on your medicine cabinet. Some additional storage as well. The countertops found in the bathroom are going to be what I call the pressed membrane. It's a hard heat of plastic wrapped over that material, which prevents it from swelling if it does in fact come in contact with any water. It's something good whenever you see improvements like that. It's always a great thing. No carpet found anywhere in the coach. You're going to have more of this. It's more of a material you find in a lot of upper end boats. It's kind of like almost a swag kind of material. Sleeper sofa, and let's talk about the dinette right now. A lot of comments suggested when the floor plan first came out that the ottoman, which is realistically for the sofa, is not going to be big enough for this L shape, almost a U shape dinette, but I beg to differ. I just want to give you guys a general idea of what to expect. So I'm 6'2". I'm not a very small individual, but as you can tell, it's perfect size for dining with a larger family. And with the table not being secured to the ground, you have room to maybe give yourself a larger seating area, found in the back. Honestly, I like this setup a lot better than most of the tables you found in RVs today. Double over double bunk setup in the back. You've got probably 3.5 feet between these bunk setups. You do in fact have 110 and 12 volt outlets found and provided. Some additional storage in this all can be closed off with this curtain. And one other rather interesting thing to note, besides these really cool steps, located underneath this, you do have access from outside with this extra large baggage door. But I feel as though there are some improvements that could be done with this. The locking mechanism to hold this up in place is going to be located over there by the cargo door, and it's not the easiest of task to fit your fingers in between there to raise it up. So I just feel like the factory could improve with that a little bit, but maybe placing a locking mechanism over here. Coming around to your entertainment slide, let's talk about the sleeper sofa. Trifold sleeper sofa, 68 inches across, and I will open this up as well as lay flat this dinette to show you how much walk around room you'll have. 12 volt refrigerator right at 10.7 cubic foot. Freezers on the top with the fridge located on the bottom. It's a little bit deeper than most of your standard RV fridges that you see. For all of your storage in your kitchen, this will be your pantry. Floor to slide box height. Slide box height right at 5'6" possibly. Coming around to your kitchen, where you're going to have an enormous amount of kitchen counter space for a 35-foot travel trailer bunkhouse with only one slide. Take a look at this. So sitting down, staring directly across at your full entertainment center, 32-inch LED TV that does retract away from the wall, so your guests may be sitting over at the booth. Let's go ahead and just do that for you now. Could possibly be able to see that. And I just noticed that yellow sticker again, identifying another outlet for that Solar Flex 200. You've got pretty much your standard size Furrion oven with your 3-burner cooktop, all controlled from the propane bottles on the front of the coach. Maybe room for a pan of biscuits or so. Low profile hood vent with your standard size Furrion microwave. And some additional cabinetry also. This camper's going to have the 50/50 stainless steel drop-in sink. And just look at how much counter depth you have. By the way, there's another one of those yellow stickers identifying another outlet for that Solar Flex 200. All in all, I'm really impressed by this particular layout. My kids are a little bit older, but the way those bunks just gradually step up, I think it would honestly work for even teenagers. So before heading outside, I've gone ahead and turned the living area into its full sleeping arrangement, showing that you could possibly sleep maybe upwards of 7 individuals just down in the main common area alone. The dinette turned into about, honestly, the same size as the sleeper sofa, just maybe a little bit shorter. So bringing the overall total sleeping upwards of maybe 9 individuals. But coming at you 34 feet, 5 inches of total length. Camper's going to have a dry weight of 7,420 pounds. Hitch weight on this model is not too bad, 790 pounds, but I always recommend checking the load and towability, the capacity of your vehicle before purchasing this model here. Camper's going to be 96 inches wide and leveled from a 4-point fully automatic leveling system. The controls are going to be found inside the front storage compartment. But first, let's take a look at what we got on the roof. 2 Coleman Mach air conditioner, and this coach is going to be coming standard with this new Solar Flex 200. All those yellow stickers that we showed you inside are all going to be outlets that are tied in with the inverter loop. So if you chose to add that inverter, that's where it would be placed there. 4-point fully automatic leveling system. Just by simply pressing of a button, the coach will in fact level itself. Quite beefy front jacks on it as well. I'll show you the back ones once we get around to the back. Cable driven slides, sewer connections on the coach. I'm already noticing 2. And there is a 6-gallon gas or electric hot water heater found over here. And if you remember inside, that's that automotive grade windshield. And just notice how dark it is. You can somewhat see the ceiling lights found to there, but 80% tint found on that safety glass there. Coming around to the main side, you got a 17-foot awning. Really, really massive. Notice the winds are starting to pick up here today, and they're not even moving the doors. Both of your entry doors are going to have the friction hinge, which really keeps it from swinging back, causing damage possibly to the side of the camper or on the other side. You'll notice where the camper runs into the possibly the awning arm. Two different steps. Lippert component, this is a solid step, and these are your traditional aluminum steps which flip up and underneath the camper. And this is what I was talking about with this door here, so be careful making sure you're not pushing it back into your awning if your awning is out. Could cause possible damage to that. You are going to have outdoor speakers there. Let's take a look at the front storage compartment before moving on. In relation to size, you probably got around maybe 2.5 feet across, maybe almost 3, 18 to 24 inches. And there's that fully automatic leveling system, all the controls found over there. In command, all the wires are coming back to here, makes things a little bit easier to troubleshoot. Nice thick baggage doors, by the way, inch thick, held up with a magnet, slam latches. Let's take a look at this outdoor kitchen. So it does not have the plumb sink, but you have access to hot and cold water with the outdoor shower being within reach of an arm length. You do have the new capital grill. Something different. Sometimes they're going with the griddle. This one here's got the the infrared style small miniature fridge, and also notice the yellow sticker. One of the outlets that could be wired into that inverter loop found in the front compartment over there. Coming around to the back, you got blindside camera prep, and check out that radius roof. That's really cool how they do that. Maybe adding slide toppers to assist with some of that water rushing off on some of their high wind days or severe storms you may have in your area. 4x4 tubular bumper, which is great for storing that sewer line once you're finished camping. TV connections, I'm a little tongue twisted. Key TV connections, so that's where all of your satellite will be coming into the coach. Lots and lots of storage space. Found on the back, this is underneath that first double over double bunk. But coming around to this side, you got the bigger cargo door. Of course, the bunk bed does lift up, and I mentioned that locking mechanism. That's where it's going to be located at. So when the bunks are up, that's where it will be secured. Definitely room for maybe a collapsible bicycle. Could definitely fit in there. Let's take a look at the sewer connections. I mentioned there was two different ones found in front of the tires. Looks like you got several different pull handles there, so probably upwards of 3 different sewer lines needed to connect this all in unison. I greatly do appreciate you guys sticking around this long in the video. Continue to like, subscribe, leave me some comments. Tell me what you think of all the nice features found on these Cougar half tons. Come see us.